Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, we're gonna open up the back, the upper back, and the sides of the body. You're gonna feel amazing in no time at all. So grab 2 blocks if you have them. A yoga strap would be great too. And let's get started. So happy you're here today. I'm going to work with 1 block to begin, and what I'd like to encourage you to do is to place the block towards the end of your mat and then to come into like a child's pose type of position. So you lean yourself back towards your hips, back towards your heels, and then take your hands around the block so that your hands now are holding the block. Walk your elbows out, draw a big breath in, pull your shoulders back, and then lift the block up and bring it over your head. So I'm holding the block the long way, so I've got the most space, and you're pulling it back towards your shoulders. Walk your elbows out a little bit more. So now you're kind of in this child's pose, but you're offering your shoulders and your middle upper back a chance to release. Take another full breath. Inhale here. Exhale here. 1 more big breath. Inhale. Nice, you guys. Exhale it out long in the elbows, and then put the block out in front of you. Now it's on the flat setting. Face your palms up to the ceiling so that your pinky fingers touch the edges of the block, and then your thumbs are moving towards the floor. So your palms face up. Then pull yourself back up so you're in a halfway little child's pose, not quite fully child's. You can extend and lift your elbows and draw your forehead towards the floor. Don't worry if your forehead does not touch the floor. It does not need to. It might touch the floor. It doesn't have to. What you're aiming to do is open through the triceps, open through the biceps and the middle of the back. So this will feel amazing on your back. Keep trying to work your thumbs to the floor, right? They're not going to want to go all the way, perhaps, or maybe you're really open in the shoulders and it's no biggie for you. But for a lot of us, this feels pretty stiff in here. And so we often avoid the poses that are not feeling like we are good at them. Like quote hands, good at them. But actually, it's these poses that are a little more challenging that are great for us. So give yourself 5 more breaths here. I've rolled over my toes now, so I'm getting a little fascial stretch on my feet. If your knees are not happy with this, go ahead and pop a blanket underneath them. 3 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Keep working the thumbs towards the floor. Biceps spin up to the ears. Inhale. Really good. Exhale it out. Drop the middle spine back and down. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale it out. Really nice, you guys. Let's come up into tabletop position. And let's lift head, heart, and tail. And then exhale, round your spine, pull your hips back. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round your spine. So your lower back gets a nice little stretch. Then let's go again. Inhale, reach up and open. And exhale, round your spine. So good. Let's come back into the original pose that we did, the first pose. So you're in child's pose. You've got the block going the long way. Your hands are holding the block, palms of your hands, and then you're drawing the block back. Now this time, walk your hands, your elbows away from you a little more. You might lift up off of your hips. That's fine. Your hips might lift off of your heels. Keep walking those elbows. Take 2 more breaths here. Can you feel what we're doing? Can you feel what's opening, you guys? Upper back. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale it out. Place the block down and let's come up into a seated posture. You know, when I talk to people who say they're really working on posture, this is so important for us because opening up the middle of the back is going to allow the neck to find the correct alignment with your spine so that you can stand up and sit up tall with dignity. So we're going to open up the hips a little bit as well. For this, I'm going to give you 2 options. One is crisscross. applesauce. Right leg is further away from your left. Walk your hands out, and you're gonna feel that as a beautiful stretch in the piriformis. If what you're looking for is a little bit more than that, then you're gonna wanna take your right ankle past the left knee. Now, if you do this and the right leg is up, you can always pop a block underneath it and work there. Or you can say, I'm gonna go into the crisscross. So part of what we're teaching, reteaching our bodies is to respect and honor exactly where we are. So from here, whether it's crisscross or Agni Stambhasana, fire log pose, you're gonna walk your hands out, walk them out, and feel how that begins to open the external hip, the lateral rotator, head drops. And then breathe and notice that you might be in the pose for 5-10 seconds and all of a sudden it starts to release. And so then you go a little further and notice, does it release more? Now, I did say 2 options, but I'm going to give you a third. If you are in this forward lying pose and it feels like you could use some more, then go ahead and take your hands all the way past the right foot, the inseam of the right foot. So you're basically doing shoelace pose. Drop the right hip down and then walk your hands out, kind of like on a catty corner. Going out to the side, releasing through the side body as you open. Drop your head. Good, stay with you now. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Keep a flex in that right toe no matter where you are, whether it's crisscross, Agni Stambhasana straight forward, or Agni Stambhasana off to the side with the shoelace pose. Exhale. 2 more. Breath in. Breath out. That's it. Keep drawing back with the right hip now. 1 more breath. Inhale. Really good. Exhale. Let's pick that right leg up and we're going to extend it long. And then if you have a yoga strap, if you don't, that's okay. You can reach for your shin or your ankle or even your foot. If you do, it just gives your body a chance to align a little more through the side body. So your right leg is long. You're going to extend and engage the right quadriceps. You press that left heel into the upper right thigh and then draw yourself over towards the right leg so that the left ribs are facing the ceiling, left arm's up to the ceiling. Maybe you bring it over your ear, you don't have to. You can totally keep it on your hip and work there. So it's a matter of like, what does your body want? Do you want more intensity? Then reach with the arm. Do you want a little more nurturing today? Then keep your hand on the hip and turn from there. And maybe you look down to your right foot. So you want the neck to be happy and loose. Perhaps you're in the pose and so you lengthen out a little bit more. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Such a beautiful thing you're doing today. Offering yourself this class. Exhale. Last big breath. Inhale. Really good. Exhale. Let's come up through seated. Remove the strap for a moment and we're going to switch sides. So we'll put the left leg in front for crisscross and then reach forward. If you're looking for a little deeper lateral rotator stretch, you're going to put that left shin going more parallel to the front of the mat. And then walk your hands out. And don't be surprised. Like each side is so different, isn't it? So that's okay. You know, and that's good. We're not symmetrical in that way. If you look at anything in nature, even a tree, the way it branches, even the moon, there's just, you know, there's variation. And so in a way we come to the mat and it teaches us that variation, that asymmetry can be quite understandably natural and more than acceptable. And give yourself 3 more breaths. So if you're forward lying, you can stay there. If you want to bring it over to the side into the shoelace variation, just make sure that that left hip isn't picking up and going with you. You want to keep it dropping to the floor. Head is dropping. And then the spine is long enough for you to draw full breath in. And a long breath out. Finding moments during your day to keep the breath active. Inhale and exhale. And I find that the more I breathe consciously on the mat, last big breath here, Exhale it all out. Come on up to seated. Then the more when I'm in my life, I might be in a social media situation, I might be talking to one of my kids or a friend or my husband, I will be able to take a deep breath, whether it's, let's extend that left leg long, whether it's for the sake of, you know, keeping myself kind of balanced or to just be fully present. Then with your left hand on top of the foot, or use the yoga strap. And I like to use the yoga strap because why not? It's a beautiful and easy prop that allows us to lengthen. Press with the right heel into the inner thigh of the left leg, engage the left leg, and then begin to sweep your arm up and over and open. Relaxing the sides of the neck. And again, if the arm over is just a little too much today, put your right hand on your right hip and begin to open that way. Good. Yeah. So breathe with you. Feel, where do you feel this in your body? Can you feel it begins to open the side ribs and even the lower back? That's the QL releasing. Long spine, big breath, soft neck, soft eyes. And exhale it out. Really good. Let's come back up. And we're going to move into a downward facing dog. So you'll come into your tabletop position and then roll over your feet as you plug in through your hands. Now your core is engaged and you're lifting up, and then there you are, downward facing dog. Feet are more than hip width distance is good. Heels are slightly out. You could have them exactly hip width. I don't recommend more narrow when you're in a downward dog for more than a breath or two. Finger bones are lengthening away from one another. Shake your head side to side. Big breath in. Long breath out. Press your spine back. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Last big breath. Inhale here. Exhale here. Shoulders over your wrists. Step the right foot down. Drop the left knee. Sweep your arms up to the ceiling. Breath in. Breath out. Let's go. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Lengthen up. Exhale. All the breath goes out. Inhale. If it's too much to bring your hands together, keep them open. Exhale. Feel how this is opening that left hip flexor. Last big breath here. Inhale. Really nice, you guys. Exhale it out. Come to a high plank and then just send your hips back with your core engaged. Shake your head side to side. Full breath in. Long breath out. Inhale here. Exhale. Left foot, here we go. Drop the right knee, left foot's forward, lifting up. So this is a beautiful way to open the internal hip flexor on the right side. Arms can be all the way up, hands joined, or even open out to the sides. And so you allow in the breath and this moment. And notice if there's resistance to the pose, this moment, something in your life, and just see if you could just soften just a little bit around those edges and see if that softening gives you a greater chance to open your chest, open your heart, open your mind to you. One more breath, inhale. Nice, you guys. Exhale. Let's come to a high plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. And then take your hands behind you, tented fingers. Lift your chest up. Keep your feet on the floor. Lift your chest up a little more. Good, then take your arms out to the side, palms face forward, breath in, breath out, and then reach your arms forward like Superwoman. Here we go, lift your legs up, arms up, chest up for 3. Good, engage your glutes a little bit. 2 and 1, nice, cheek to one side, breath in, exhale the breath out. You could spin your cheek to the other side and breathe in. And exhale the breath away. Place your hands underneath your shoulders now, peeling up into an upward dog or cobra. So cobra, elbows are a little bent, thighs definitely stay on the floor, and there's a lift. Upward dog, your thighs are off of the floor. They can still be on it, but off of the floor is the end game there. There's a micro bend in your knees. There's a lift in the chest. One more breath, inhale. Nice, exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in, long breath out.
Pull your abdomen in and up. Pull your perineum in and up. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Nice. Step the right foot forward, coming into a crescent lunge on the right side. So here you have the right knee right above the right ankle. The left heel is lifted, and then both arms up to the ceiling. Breath in, breath out. Bring your hands to your heart. Warrior two. So line up your right heel with the inner arch of your left foot. Arms come out to the side. Now you can take your right hand down to your hip if you like, and take your left hand at the back of your head. So your left elbow is moving out to the side. Keep the right knee opening wide, and then begin to just turn slightly to the left with your chest. So that creates a beautiful openness, and then both arms out. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Reverse the warrior. Inhale. And then we're going to move into triangle pose. So for triangle pose, you can have, we're going to do it twice. You can have the block on the outside of your right foot, or you could just hold on to the shin. We're going to do it with a strap to begin. So take the strap, wrap it around the inner thigh of your right leg, and give yourself enough slack that you can pull it behind you and hold on to it with your left hand, okay? So there's an external spiral of the right leg, and then there's an internal spiral of your back leg, okay? So lift your right arm up to the ceiling and then reach forward with the right hand, either to shin or block, and you're lengthening. Now, if you get down there and you're like, I got all the space in the world, then drop your hand to the floor, that's fine. It's no contest. It's about letting the pose move into you. Open the chest, keep that external rotation in the front leg and internal rotation in the back leg, and then lengthen your chest away from your hips. Good. Like you're putting your shoulders on the wall behind you. Okay, 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, you guys. Breath in. Breath out. That's it. Last big breath. Inhale. And exhale. Bend into the right knee. Take the strap. We'll put it off to the side for right now. And then come back into your warrior two. Reverse the warrior. We're going right into Parsva, right forearm on the top of the right thigh, left arm up to the ceiling. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Good, last big breath, inhale, and then exhale. As promised, we're gonna take triangle pose one more time. Arms out, reach with the right hand, bring it down. And then remember that that strap was externally rotating the front thigh. So create that action now with your intention, lengthening yourself, opening through the chest, engage through the outer edge of your back foot for 3. Good, yes, 2 and 1. Nice, bend into the first leg, the right leg, and then we're gonna come up into a warrior two, reverse the warrior, and high plank. Nice. Take that puppy to low plank. Ready? Core stays engaged. Press back through your heels. Upward dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Shake your head side to side. Side to side. Left foot steps. Let's have a crescent lunge on the left side. So plug in through that left heel. It's gonna, want to sort of not take the brunt of it, but by allowing yourself to drop into that left heel, raise your arms, what you're essentially doing is you're taking the pressure off the knee. And then if you really want to take the pressure off the knee, engage your left glute, and then that helps the patella tendon. One more breath, inhale. Now same principle, exhale, open it out. Warrior two, land in it, push through the left heel, engage the left glute, arms are out to the side, left hand can come down to your hip, right hand takes the back of your head, right elbow swings open, drop into the left knee, breathe for 3, 2, and 1, both arms out. Very good, reverse the warrior, come up and back, and then let's come into that triangle pose. You can use a block and use the strap to begin if you have it, or if you found that useful on the other side. So again, you take the strap around the top of the inner thigh of your left leg, wrap it behind you so that your right hand can hold it, and then you're gonna drop yourself down. You can always do the lifting up and then drop down, or just drop down. I like to bend into my left knee or front leg as I'm entering into this pose. So feel that external rotation, open a little more. Good, and then breathe there. Get that external rotation happening through that front leg. Push through the outer edge of your back foot, and then open the chest a little bit more. Good, for 3. Feel the energy moving through your legs. Can you feel that too? So there's a lot going on there, but we gotta key into it because sometimes we can miss it. Last big breath, inhale. Exhale, release it, bend the knee, let the strap go for the time being. Open it out, warrior 2, reverse the warrior, and here we go, back into triangle, this time with the phantom strap. We're gonna pretend it's there, externally rotating the front leg, internally rotating the back leg. So that means the inner thigh of your front leg is lifting up and towards the wall behind you, whereas the inner thigh of your back leg is turning inward towards your midline. Then you can always float your top arm up to the ceiling and let it in, like it's a, Donna Farai would call this the starfish pose, right? So breathe for 3. Good, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, watch the block if you have it there, get it out of your way, reverse the warrior. Then let's come up into Prasarita Padottanasana. So in Prasarita Padottanasana, that's wide-legged stance with your toes in and your heels out. Interlace your hands behind you, lift the heels of them up, open the chest, bend your knees, and come forward and down. Forward and down. Drawing the heels of your hands forward, lengthening and lifting through the inner arches of your feet. Shake your head side to side. Big breath in. Long breath out. One more big breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Place both hands on the floor. Lengthen your spine. Pivot now. Turn your right foot forward. Both hands frame that right foot. High plank. Low plank, send your toes back. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Big breath in, long breath out. Inhale, exhale. Last big breath here, inhale, and exhale it out. Right foot steps, warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. Open to warrior 2. Yes, reverse the warrior. And then here we come, high plank. Core stays with you now, low plank. Upward dog cobra, lift. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot steps, warrior 1. You lift and rise, warrior 2, land. Reverse the warrior, very good, high plank. Low plank, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Long breath out. Come onto your knees. We're gonna take that crisscross applesauce again, but this time with the yoga straps. If you don't have a strap, go get a towel. It's always good. And you wanna open it up so that it's behind you slightly. So you're gonna feel that as an opening through the pectoralis muscles. And then go ahead and tip yourself to the left. So the left arm comes forward over the left knee. Right arm is slightly back. Breathe, relax the sides of your neck. Open a little more through the chest. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, back up through center. Let's go to the other side. So let the right arm tip forward, lengthening, honoring and opening. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, last big breath here, inhale, and exhale, back up through center, walk your hands back just a little more, lift the chest just any amount more, really good, and then release it. So we're gonna come onto our backs now, take the block with you, and then set yourself up. We're going into bridge pose. You can have your feet so that you can graze them with your fingertips. And then as you're ready, just lift your hip, press down through your heels and lift your hips a little bit, and then go ahead and put them back down. So notice how there's this relationship between your hips and your heels. So push down through your heels, lift the hips a little more, engage your core, lift up, then interlace your hands underneath you, open through the chest for 5, 4, good, lift and open, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands, drop your hips, take a breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. So, you can do that exact same pose again. If your body wants to rest, then make it more nurturing. Take a block at the lowest setting or the second highest setting if you're feeling ambitious, but not the tallest setting. That's totally not supported bridge. That's like aggressive bridge. You want to do a bridge that's actually going to nourish you and support you. So if you're looking for a supportive bridge, pop the block underneath, either, like I said, lowest setting or second highest setting. Then arms come down alongside you, palms face up to the ceiling. Push your shoulder blades in and up. Chin drops down a little bit. Let the sides of your neck release. Let there be an openness through your mouth. 3 more breaths. Oh, smooth out the forehead. Don't take it on. Let yourself release here. One more full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Release that. Take the block away if that's what you had there. And then we're coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet come together. I like the blocks on the lowest setting, right at mid-thigh, because it's a more supportive way to do this pose. Hands can be at your heart, or one on your heart, one on your abdomen. So one on your heart, one on your abdomen is so brilliant because you can really feel the breath in your lifting in through the diaphragm. And then exhaling and letting it go. At the same time, your fingertips might feel the echo of your own heart. So that's a beautiful thing. Give yourself 3 more breaths here. Just taking it in, letting every cell, every bone in your body let go. Last big breath. Inhale. And exhale it out. Draw your knees together. You can put the blocks now underneath the backs of your knees if you like. Feet are mat width. Arms down alongside you, and let the back of your head find either the floor or a blanket or a pillow. And so for the next few minutes, please let your body rest and receive your own beautiful energy. I'm going to sign off here and say namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.